top flight. They finished 16th in that last season. I'm delighted to say I've got Jeremy Goss, the former Norwich City, commentating with us online and on the Norwich City YouTube channel in just a moment. But Gossy, a quick word from you while we're on BBC Radio Norfolk. What does Daniel Farke want out of this? The final pre-season friendly, 6 days.
And their match form and their match pace. And
benefit of the doubt on that one. Norwich City have possession. They're going from right to left as we look at it, attacking the river end in the first half. A loose pass there from Ben Godfrey. It's been collected by Dosevi, who is the captain of Toulouse, and the ball now in the midfield with Sam SANNA, who comes forward. Norwich dropping, and it's going to be brought away now by Toulouse and Dosevi, their captain. But a corner, lovely back heel from Stiepermann. That sets Lewis away on the left-hand side. He just gets tackled, just slightly under hit, and Toulouse able to deal with that through Augustin Rogel. And the French team back in possession of the ball. Finds its way to Cantwell. Lovely flick onto Pukki inside the penalty area, but he's being tightly marked when the season started. Cantwell and Pukki linking up well on halfway. Cantwell then just trying to force the issue and play it early.
a whale of space to get into. And again, you can see the ball switches quickly, it causes them problems.
Casanova, it's the perfect to find Stiepermann through the middle towards Cantwell, who was slightly off balance as he collected the ball there, and that's allowed to lose the chance to steal it back. And they work it up towards halfway. Referee spotted something, a push. He's given more bad news for Kings Lynn Town, I'm afraid, in National North. First day of the season, they're now 3-0 down away at Guiseley. That one was a 3 o'clock kickoff, so they're well into the second half there. Norwich with some defending to do on the left.
A defensive situation to be in for Toulouse, because they didn't have anyone on the post on a corner against. The ball was drilled further than the penalty spot, heading towards the 18-yard box. And
on the right-hand side, crosses, it's charged down. It's going to bounce nicely for Sam SANNA, though, for Toulouse. Good tackle from Cantwell, who's worked ever so hard in this first half. Corner, which comes in high from the right-hand side towards the near post. Tribal heads it down. Shooting opportunity from Sam SANNA, blocked. Comes back out of the penalty area. Rolls it to Leitner on the edge of the box. Ooh, Leitner caught there. It didn't look particularly pleasant, that, for the German, who has stayed down just on the edge of the Toulouse penalty area.
Looking to
he's an outstanding player.
Put the opposition in trouble, the guy who's done the tackle, or is he seriously hurt? You never know, do you, really?
And Makongo has released, or tried. They come again. Jamal Lewis hits a high ball forward, cleared away. They're going to have to be more clinical than this, aren't they?
Oh, it's a pinball game.
Who's left back position. They're slightly overplaying there, and Leitner very nearly nipped in. Gradle eventually tries to clear, and again operations Toulouse are, because their season doesn't start for another couple of weeks. The Premier League starting very early, and I've noticed that we've had loose inside the midfield. Don't know whether Norwich can get to this one. They can't on this occasion, and it's an opportunity for goes in for the challenge but doesn't win the ball. And they're able to work it back now onto this, popping up over that side of the field. Busy. Weisgaard gets a touch. And
a terrific run forward. Always had the extra pace on the defender. Goalkeeper come out, made it difficult for him.
Back inside their own half to Toulouse. Up front, they're the man we were just talking about. Aaron Aseka is actually the brother of Michy Batshuayi of Chelsea. He's taken his...
recovery was quick, the recovery was good. They cleared the ball, they closed the man down. And in numbers, they're not giving anything to Toulouse.
Sam SANNA coming forward. Ball played into the feet of the Greek through the middle.
Toulouse are playing a 4-4-2 as far as I can see in terms of the three lines, and Tribal and Stiepermann must have such a...
In the midfield. Weisgaard, again slightly reluctant to really go for the jugular here. Plays it back towards the halfway line. That allows Cantwell to get a foot in, but Weisgaard's picked it up again now.
Pukki, he went the other side of the defender's shoulder. Clever ball into him. Unlucky that it was just offside, but that's good movement and good awareness from Pukki.
And Silla collects the ball for Toulouse.
I think the manager's had a word with him, Chris, at half-time, because he is electric at the moment. He's stepped up his game. The fitness seems to be there. A gift. Set up Cantwell. Unfortunately, that deserved a goal. but that just shows you just how clever and how good Buendia.
Outside his penalty area and take control of the ball. I think Vrancic would have come on today, whatever, because he's a bit behind in terms of minutes for pre-season. And Daniel
in all types of the game here now, and all across the lines, they're in charge. They're never getting hurt.
Shrabeni in that number 10 position. Hernandez on the right. And the ball has come to Makongo on the attack for Toulouse, who are looking for an equal.
I think I've noticed about the Norwich team, everybody wants the ball. Wherever they are, they want it. They go into space to receive it.
Brian play it, but no one was close enough to him to penalise, and he's able to get the ball back under control. 1-0 to Norwich.
Started where they finished from last season, this pre-season. It looks like that from watching them on the pitch. They look good. They look comfortable. They maintain possession well. You mentioned bite. You mentioned a bit of aggression. Well, again, that remains to be seen how they can adjust. And there's aggression attached to Premier League footballers as well. They're going to be looking okay. I'm one for passing the ball
well as well, and keep themselves organised given the challenges that are ahead in the Premier League. Here's Stiepermann on the left-hand side. That does make one or two of the selection issues slightly easier for Daniel Farke. But we're going to watch Buendia bend this free kick into the Toulouse penalty area, easily dealt with in the end by SANNA, and the ball's out of play.
And everybody's judged accordingly, exactly the same. Whether you played every single game last,
isn't too badly affected by it, but he's done well enough there to work it along the left-hand side. Stiepermann goes to ground. I think he was looking last season, boys guard, so probably has a little bit of work to do in pre-season to catch the manager's eye. And Jamal Lewis won that battle between them. All ends up. Here's another attack with still 15 or so minutes to go until the break. Cantwell on the left gets tackled, and Norwich will Godfrey now to Tom Tribal. Buendia takes a touch, rides one challenge but can't keep control of the ball, then goes looking for it, but Toulouse really should have emerged with the ball there, but the work
delivering, you know how good he is on the ball, but I just don't think there's that much sharpness there. He's feeling it a little bit, whether he's not fit enough. A little bit of frustration that he's not getting it, but he's making himself come into the game more and more.
Cantwell, Buendia, left-hand side, delivers into the penalty area, near post, helped on by McLean, cleared away, is now in goal. Norwich lead 1-0 here against Toulouse. Kenny McLean, the goal scorer, and they are attacking the Barclay end in this second half. Great 25-yard effort from McLean against a lively and athletic, a quick Toulouse side, but they've left a little bit to be desired defensively, and Norwich have had quite a few chances, particularly from set pieces. And as I say, they've given the ball straight to Stiepermann, who plays it across to Pukki, 12 yards out. Pukki just couldn't get it out from under his feet to get the shot in, but that was Lewis roaring forward in support. He finds him now. Lewis cuts it back, but can't pick out a yellow shirt, and it's been cleared away by SANNA.
In this particular game. Now they're closing high up to our left-back position, so let's just see what happens here when Norwich have won it back. Come on. Well,
it may have been a red herring, but Daniel Farke did tell us yesterday that if it was a Premier League game today, he wouldn't be picking this starting lineup. Now, loose kick there from Ralph Fearman, the goalkeeper. And Toulouse have got possession. Got a lot of work to do, though. Norwich have got plenty. The support for Pukki, shall we say, as Stiepermann finds Buendia, 25 yards out. Buendia,
lucky from Norwich, but again, here we go. This static zone defending.
Buendia's corner from the right for Norwich City, delivered deep, headed by Hanley, chance for Godfrey, and he's put it in, but the flag is up for offside.